Hey, this is Mariela from the Functional Company. All right, so one of the reasons I wanted to give you that episode on the nutrient that develops the bones is because I have had my wisdom teeth extracted, my two lower ones. I didn't have the upper ones, but my two lower ones, and I really wanted to avoid that surgery. Obviously, I want to avoid surgery as much as possible. And you always have to evaluate the pros and cons of everything, get as much information as possible, and make the best decision for your health for now and into the future. And in my case, I had to make that decision. I postponed it as much as possible, but given all of the information, I had gone to several dentists, biological dentists, getting second and third opinions, hoping that maybe I wouldn't have to get the surgery. But in the end, I did. And part of the reason why was because these teeth were completely impinging on the teeth in front of them. Like there was no space in my mouth to fit my wisdom teeth. So what I know now is the way that I could have prevented that surgery was if in my very formative years, very early years, when I was in my mama's belly and during the very early years of life, if I had enough fats, animal fats, if I had enough vitamin K2 to really help develop the bones, if I had enough breastfeeding time, if I had all of these nutrients that my mom just didn't have all the information. You know, she did the best that she could with the information she had. But that's why I want to share this with you, because if you're thinking of getting pregnant or you already have a little kiddo, you know, this vitamin K2 is so important for bone development. Cod liver oil, for example, is fantastic with butter oil. Green Pastures is a brand that has that. Or you just get animal fats into your diet as much as possible because it has this vitamin K2, and that's really important for bone development. So if my bone structure would be much broader, all my facial bones would have been more developed, there could have been a higher possibility that my teeth would have fit in my mouth, my wisdom teeth, and I wouldn't have had to get this surgery. I think surgery is a bit more of a complex solution. It's always, to me, it's kind of like the last remedy. But as always, it's kind of like you always have to evaluate all the information that you have at hand and see if you can get second or third opinions, and with that, make the best decision that you think is best for you. And that's the one that I could come up with based on all of the information I could gather for myself. But I know that what would have made a difference, I think what would have made a difference is what I see is from Dr. Weston A. Price's research is really, really making sure to feed all of these nutrient-dense foods to a baby from very early on, from conception, and all of these fats, including vitamin K2, which will help to really push everything and help the bone really develop. Of course, vitamin D is important, but it's not going to do it alone. There are all these different cofactors that are important, and one of those is vitamin K2. So that's why I really wanted to stress and share that information about Dr. Weston A. Price. If anybody can avoid the surgery that I had to go through, like I was in the best hands possible, for sure. I did the best evaluation I could, but I would have loved to avoid it. And the only way to avoid it was to have my bones develop properly from a very early age. And that would have been done with proper nutrition, and that would have been done with enough correct information that my mom would have had to have had at that point in time. That's why I want to share this with you, so that you could either A, share this with somebody that you know that you think could benefit, or use it yourself to optimize your kiddo's health from a very early age, and they have the best chances into the future to have optimum health and avoid unnecessary interventions, right? All right, thanks so much for tuning in, and I will see you on the flip side.